goal of this exercise is to coordinate that tongue movement. And over time, what it does is it really teaches the tongue how to move independently on its own and really assists and help coordinating that tongue movement after these tethered oral tissues are released, because one of the things that can happen is that tongue is flopping all over the mouth. So we start actually with tickling the top lip there and allowing our finger to go in. We want the baby to invite us into the mouth. Let them suck on your finger for a second, and then slowly rubbing your finger back and forth on the bottom ridge of the gum and allowing the tongue to follow that. It might be sluggish at first, and then it will get better over time. Then we're going to turn our finger upside down and press up on the top gum where the molars will come in the back. And we want the baby to chew on that. It releases some tension in those jaw muscles. And then the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to massage the inside of the cheeks on each side. So these stretches are the thing that most parents find the most stressful, because babies don't tend to like them very much. But they are very necessary in preventing reattachment of those tissues during the healing period. So here I'm starting by taking the upper lip, and I'm going to also demonstrate it on myself because it is kind of hard to see in the video. So you're going to grab the top lip and pull it up, and then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 on either side of that frenulum that they have severed. The second part is you're going to take your hand and do a sweeping motion in the sides. If the doctor released the buckles, you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then on the other side, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then under the tongue, that's the part that is usually the hardest. You're going to place your middle fingers on the baby's chin. And then with these two fingers, you're going to lift the tongue. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you do that 6 to 8 times a day. The more the better, but at least ideally 6 times a day. And that will prevent reattachment for the next 6 weeks. We want to do these exercises. So this is the Guppy pose. It's basically a controlled movement of allowing the head to drop back and extend. And in part, it will release tension all through the neck and parts of the chest, using this one in combination with the rolio, which I will show next, and then also doing tummy time. If your baby doesn't tolerate tummy time on the ground, it works on your chest, as long as they're out like this. So in this video, I am allowing my son's head to drop and open up. Eventually, we want them also moving their head side to side, but babies tend to carry a lot of tension when they have these oral restrictions. And so what we want to do is offset that, okay? We want to make sure that all of this is nice and open, those shoulders are low, so that they can drop that chin even lower and pull the breast into the mouth, okay? So this is one of several steps that's going to really, really help babies with oral restrictions release that tension and be able to really, really breastfeed effectively. So this is the rolio, and babies tend to really enjoy this one because it's totally different from anything that they're used to. So they do get to bring their hands and legs up close together. You're holding their feet and their hands kind of all together and then rolling them back and forth on the ground. This is going to create a nice massaging motion through the top of the back and the shoulders and help them drop those shoulders so that they're not up like this at the breast. Because if you could imagine, if you're really uptight at the breast, how are you going to drop your chin and get a good deep latch, right? We want them nice and open and relaxed at the breast, and this is one of the things that's going to help with that. So this is tummy time. It helps build strength in those neck muscles and then the upper body. But the other thing that it does is it does allow them to open their bodies like this. So we really want to make sure that we're not up like this when we're doing tummy time. We're out like this. Arms are square, shoulders are square. If baby won't tolerate doing tummy time on the floor, it also works on your chest. This is a great time to do skin to skin. So I would say at least an hour a day if you can get it in. If you can't do it on the floor, then on your chest out like this. This can be done by mom, dad, grandparents, whoever. It's great for contact naps too. So we really want, they spend all of this time curled up in a ball like this in the belly. And what we want to do is release all of that so all these facial muscles can relax and open to pull the breast deeply into the mouth. And especially babies, again, with those oral tissues that are tethered, they carry so much more tension that we need to release in order for them to really get a good deep latch at the breast when it's not painful and that they can move milk really efficiently. So altogether, when we're doing all of these together, we really only expect it to last a couple minutes. So this is not something that's going to take an hour out of your day, 6 to 8 times a day. This is something that can be done very quickly. Those stretches, we want to make sure that we're doing them at least 6 times a day, not going longer than 6 hours overnight. But as far as the rolio, the guppy, the tummy time, and the oral motor exercises, those can be done while baby's awake. Only. We don't have to wake baby up to do those. So, and of course, if you're doing the contact naps with the tummy time, perfect. Babies love sleeping on their parents and caregivers. So that's a great way to incorporate that in an easy way. So if you have questions, comments, leave them down below in the comment section. Feel free to visit my website as well if you want to make an appointment. I hope that this video helps you. Have a good day.